Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, July 15th, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the latest updates from this past week, plus anything that's coming up next week in about 15 minutes or less. We might actually get close to the 10 minutes this time, because there's actually not a ton of news. There's some significant news, but not a ton of news. So let's go ahead and start off with one of the things that I made a video on earlier. I've harped everyone about this a number of times throughout the months, but it happened again, and it was very significant. And I know this week it was mostly on the Polygon side, but I do want to mention it. Please, please, please do not click on links that you get in DMs from people you don't know. It's that simple. Admins, gamers, players, do not do it because it could have significant impact. Synergy Land was impacted very harshly this week. They actually lost their Discord for about 24 hours. A lot of people got scammed. Also double check links in Discords now, Discord servers. Make sure before anything, especially if it's a giveaway or an airdrop, double check the links, double check everything before you click on those links, because that's how they got it. I have a whole other video about it earlier this week. Go ahead and check it out. Another Discord that got impacted very, very, very briefly was Alien Worlds. I don't know if it was the same type of attack, but they also had an announcement, a scammer link announcement go out, but they were able to shut it down very quickly and get that issue resolved. So congrats to them for actually having a plan in place in case something like that happens. So please, again, be careful. All right, let's go on to the actual good news from the week. Upcoming this week, we have a couple big things happening. Well, I guess I should say next 2 weeks. An NFT Optia, I always say it wrong. 3 is coming out here on July 28th through the 30th. If you're not familiar with this, it is a free virtual event where you can go ahead and learn about different games that are on the Wax blockchain. Plus, Gala's been in there in the past. The Polygon games have been in there in the past. It's just a nice, fun virtual event where you can go ahead and meet different projects. You can also talk to a lot of different people. They have fun events the entire weekend. Saturday is jam-packed from, I think, on a half-hour, hourly basis. There's a new event that's happening. So there's a lot going on with this. They do a fantastic job with it. I'm actually going to have 2 booths this time. I did a booth a long, long time ago before they changed to the new name. But I'm going to have 2 this time. I'm going to have one for Warrior Lion Gaming, and I'm also going to have one for Madland Media, which is the new company that I partnered up with. So we're going to have 2 of them out there. They're going to be right next to each other. They're going to be in the Warsaken hall. So come visit. I'm excited to have them out there. So I hope you all join. Again, it's a free event. You can go at any point from Friday all the way till Sunday evening. And they have a lot of giveaways. There's a lot of giveaways throughout the entire event. So check it out. Next on the list, we have an update. This one's interesting because I know there's a lot of challenges right now with all the political items that are happening they're hurting crypto. And I know we actually just had a big win, and I just noticed that this is not looking the greatest on here. So let me quick zoom out for this one. It's harder to find or harder to convert Wax or USD or even get Wax in any of the means, especially in the US. What's been announced this week is there is trading as far as USDT on the Alcor exchange to Wax. So that is another way that you can go ahead and get Wax now. If you can go ahead and purchase USDT, whether it's an exchange, Coinbase, or some other form, you can now transfer it over to your Wax, well, not your Wax wallet, but you can go ahead and connect that wallet via Alcor and exchange that into your Wax wallet for Wax. So it's a neat addition. There's also been a lot of announcements this week with collaborations with Wax and Alcor. So I think there's some interesting things coming here in the near future. I don't have the details on them yet, but there's definitely some activity happening. And I sense, my spidey sense senses some sort of announcements coming here in the near future. I just don't know what they are yet. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This is going to be FGL. We're going to go ahead and give a few updates on FGL. First of all, their next payday number 2, if you own the FGL Metaverse land, this is the sale that they had probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. They have another payday coming up here on July 21st. This is actually going to be from the Outlaw Trooper season. So it could potentially be one of the bigger payouts that they have. They have not announced all the numbers yet as far as what they're going to provide, but for a small payout during the first one, owners got roughly around 1,500 FGL. I would assume this is going to be larger. Again, it's pure speculation, but this is coming up here on the 21st. So if you have land, get ready for another payout that's coming. In addition, from FGL, just so you know, probably by the time you're watching this, there is maybe about 24 hours, a little less than 24 hours of the season still active. So you can still do that last final push to get higher rankings. Currently, I am ranked 31. I don't think I'm going to move forward or backwards. I may have a slight chance to move forward to 30, but it's a slight one. I don't think it's going to happen. But hey, we'll try. But I'm happy with the place that I'm going to get out in here. So if you are at all interested, make the big push at the end. And there's a slight chance that we could get up to tier 11, which will be the first time that I've ever seen that happen. In addition to that, Season 3 did kick off earlier this week for Cosmic Clash. So go ahead and do your push in that. There's one more week in the Cosmic Clash season after this one. It's also another fun season. It's interesting to see, again, their combinations between the regular seasons and the King of the Hills. So I'm curious if they're going to go ahead and do another King of the Hills after this season. Next on this, we have Avalon. I actually just did a video on Avalon yesterday with all the updates that are recently, and there are a ton of updates. Highly encourage anyone to go ahead and check that video out if you're at all interested in Avalon, or you're already playing, or you haven't had a chance to play in the recent months, but you're interested in the game for the beta coming up. Lots of sneak peeks, lots of cool things happening there. The one thing I did want to mention on this video is their Venly partnership that they did. One of the biggest challenges that games have is getting people to sign up for wallets, getting people to go ahead and buy crypto to get in there. We talked about that just a few seconds ago with Alcor. What Venly does is it gives them an option to sell passes and NFTs and access to the game via just through a credit card, through Apple Pay, through Google Pay, or whatever it's called. So they don't actually have to buy the crypto and then buy it on a secondary market. They can go ahead and get it without getting crypto. It allows them to bring in some Web 2.0 players that are interested in it but don't want to mess around with the whole wallet situation. So it's a neat item that they have going on here. Curious to see how it all works. I don't know if it's it is in the game now, but I'm curious to see all the different functionalities that they're going to do in the future as far as connecting Venly with Avalon. They're trying to do a lot of these. Their big focus right now is both Web 2.0 space, or it will be in the future, and Web 3.0. So I think this is going to be fun to watch and how they put everything together with this one. Next on the list, we have Parsec. They officially they officially got their badges on the Atomic Hub, which you can see here. They actually have some of the NFTs that are out there, so you can get a peek at what they're going to look like. Great artwork. They did a great job with this. They also provide some more details as far as potentially what's coming up. The website is out there. On the website, if you press the play button, it does say the game's going to launch on September 1st, but I believe they're going to have some more activities going on near the end of this month, early next month, to kind of really ramp up and really get ready for the kickoff. Keep an eye out. I will definitely be tracking this one, so keep an eye out for that one. Next on, already skipped that one. Next on the list, Nook Studios. I mentioned this last time that they are doing a collaboration with Wax on one of the bridges. They actually have the closed beta test available. So if anyone that's has the Nook VIP pass, the gold pass, you can go ahead and help them test it out if that's what you choose to do. I know a lot of people are very interested in this bridge, especially those that are in Mining Architect, because a lot of the coins that you mine, actually all the coins that you mine in the game, are going to be bridged to the blockchains that they associate with, and this is the first bridge that's going to be really implemented. So definitely check that out if you are a gold pass holder. For Wombat, they had two announcements this week. First of all, they had a pack drop, their newest season pack drop. Some big changes with this one. They actually have level 6 gear now. If you remember before, it went up to level 5. They have now moved up to level 6. Plus, there's some additional new cards out there. So that's available, so you can go ahead and grab a pack if you want to. And this one is more of a Polygon news, but it also impacts the game that is mostly on Wax, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned it. They are releasing refundable NFTs on the Polygon side, which basically means you can go ahead and buy the NFTs, you can use the NFTs for a time frame, and then you can return and get your Matic, there we go. Get your token back for the Polygon network. Very interesting idea here. Essentially, you're not going to lose and you're not going to win or not gain profits out of it by buying and selling. It'll be flat returns, which if it's a volatile market, which we're in right now, very good. If you were in a bull market, it may not be the greatest. So it'll be interesting to see how they continue to work forward with that one. We got Aphelium, did launch, as I mentioned. They had the land sale, they launched, they have a beta competition going, and when I mentioned launch, they have their beta launched. They will have a pack sale that actually dropped here yesterday, 11 a.m., where they're doing their first astronaut suits and packs. Basically gives you more capacity with your whatever you're collecting within the game. So that is available on Nifty. And then Nova Pangea had a huge event this week that so sad that I missed. This was the 36-person tournament pack opening. I heard it went well. I heard it was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Were you able to make that? And also, what do you think of it? Were you in it? And how'd you do? So go ahead and let me know everything if you were able to join that tournament that they had for Nova Pangea yesterday. I started to say 2 days ago. For Taco, they also yesterday on Friday the 14th had a hand gear pack drop. This is the equipment that you can go ahead and use in Encryptia that allows you to get additional bonuses depending on what stats you get on it. So that's available. So they're getting much closer to a full gear set every season. They seem to be dropping a new piece of or a new category of equipment. Started with the helmets and moving on now that on the hands. And next on the list, we have TAG, also known as the Avengers Guild. They went ahead and they have their Summer Cup is officially live. That kicked off here about less than a week ago. So if you're all involved in those, check out the event, some cool prizes that they have going on there. Realm this weekend, it's already kicked off. They have the double XP event. We're actually getting very close to the end of the season here. They have one more event after this weekend, which is the global event, and then they're going to finish the season on August 7th. And then Pixagon, they did a sale also this past week, which was a lot of cosmetic stuff. So if you're interested in that, I know a lot of people like the cosmetic stuff, especially when it comes to pixel art. That was available. I don't know if there's any left, at least not at the time of this recording. Dahoot Valley made some announcements this week, and they're going to be starting to do some sneak peeks. They have a full team on board. They actually completely cut out the old team that was originally involved with this. I guess there's some just not very positive things happening. So they completely cut them out of the whole development process. They have a completely new focus. I'm really excited to see what they're going to put together. I keep saying it every single time. This is pure speculation. It's very risky because this is the second owner of the team, or the second team of the owner of the project. You know what I mean? So it is still risky, but I'm curious if they get anywhere near a SimCity type of game. I will be absolutely into this one. So I'm excited to see how that all goes. And then last on the list was the Funko drop that happened this week, the Stranger Things. I'm not sure who all here is involved in Funko, at least the last couple of years. Stranger Things were incredibly popular for Funko for the longest time. So I was expecting this drop to just sell out super quickly. It was only 100,000, I say only 100,000 packs. But comparatively to some of the other drops recently that had 125, 130 packs. So it had slightly less packs. A lot of standard packs, so it was smaller packs. I think it was 75,000 standard packs and 25,000 premium packs. It didn't sell out. They went the full time and they burned like 2,000-3,000 packs that weren't able to sell out. So it's very interesting to see that such a popular topic, Stranger Things, not do well with this. And I don't know if it's a combination of it's just not as popular anymore. I haven't been keeping track probably for the last 5 or 6 months. But especially the Freddy that was involved here, I thought would have been very popular. It just wasn't. So I'm interested to see what some of the next drops do, especially with some of the next popular drops that are coming up here in the near future. I don't know what they are, but I'm assuming they are. But it'll just be interesting to see. So that is the weekly recap for this. I did mention that there's not a lot going on, but as I went through it, I was like, there's pretty much going on. There's a lot. All right. So again, a quick recap. Don't click on links in DMs. Double check any too good to be true links in announcements, and go ahead and check out the NFT Optia. Someone comments down below. Let me know how you say that. That's happening on the 28th through the 30th. I'll be there. A lot of people will be there, so it'll be a lot of fun. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.